Hello everybody, this is your Chippewa Valley School Board Trustee, Robert Wojtowicz, and this is, July 13th, 2026, after the meeting. For those of you that were there tonight, you saw some of the stuff going on. I guess let's go down the agenda first, just to let you know. First of all, as far as we had two administrators we voted on to approve the advancement. The one, I don't know if you watched the video or if you were there tonight, but you saw that the problem I had with that wasn't the person that was being promoted. It was about them not following our policy. Now, our policy says, no matter what the board president claims, our policy says that all board members have the same power. We are treated the same. The only difference might be that the board president, controls the meetings. He helps to design the meeting agenda, and he is the voice to the media, I think is what it is. Everything else is identical. Well, from what they were saying, it was Ron Roberts before he left, some more of his stuff. If not, then it was our new superintendent, but they said it was a superintendent that decided who was going to be in these interviews. Well, Christopher Gura and kpearl were two of the peoples in the interviews. Now, we usually let human resources and other people take care of our interviews, except for this was the higher up assistant superintendents. So I understand that the board members should be involved, but seeing that we all have the same power, as I said in the meeting, nobody should get special treatment. The decision should be either all board members are included in the interview, no board members are included in the interview, or the board should vote or whatever, come to a consensus on which board members should be allowed to go in the interview. Well, I knew nothing about this until I got today's packet. So obviously I didn't know anything about it, so I didn't vote on it. I didn't come to a consensus. And they're saying that the superintendent appointed them. Okay, well, the superintendent doesn't run the show. So that's why I had to vote no. They keep on saying follow our bylaws, but then they break them like crazy. So that's where I had a problem with that. Well, let's see. Let's go to the MHSAA. The problem I have with that is maybe it doesn't break the law, but the policies of MHSAA give a lot of leniency and acceptance to transgenders and opposite bathrooms and locker rooms and things like that. And they need to change their policies so that everybody can comply. Now, unfortunately, the problem is that the MHSAA controls a lot of the athletics. Over the years, they have been given so much power, but that doesn't justify breaking the law or being immoral or whatever you want to call it. So I had to vote no on getting that, renewing the membership on that. Next. Well, I guess we have some curriculum things, but our fuel for our buses, we've been doing this for years. It's actually a good thing. We are in a co-op where we get a lot better price. We just go in at a huge amount of gallons or however they do this, and we get a big discount on our fuel. This is a good thing. Okay, this is a real good thing. It's not like the electric bus thing or like the solar panel farm, which I haven't heard anything about that in a while. But this is actually a good thing where we're in a co-op for our fuel, and we've been doing that for years, so we renewed that. The bond or the loan renewal, revolving fund, I'm trying to find it here. Anyhow, the loan renewal thing, that's a yearly thing. We have to just vote to keep it going. The problem I have with that is not that we have to keep on renewing it. And it is, they're saying it's a lot lower. Like they said at one point, I don't know how many years ago, it was 180 million or something. Now it's not 30 million. Okay, but this is one of the reasons that when they say they're going to do something, they add it on and extend things. They say, well, it's not additional money, but it is because it's extending what we had. This should have been paid off a long time ago, right? But anyhow, it's a yearly thing that we do renew it, so we voted on that. Well, now let's move on to the bond issue. We all voted yes, but it wasn't to put the bond on the ballot. It was to approve the application. My opinion, there's going to be something on our next ballot to vote for another bond for the schools. Okay. I will probably, when it comes to putting it on the ballot and voting for that, I will vote no. Because, I mean, I can't see a justification for it. Sure, could we always use more money? Yes, but, I mean, I can't say that we've been fully responsible with the money we have already. So I wouldn't vote for that, but what we did is we only voted for the application to be accepted or submitted or whatever for the bond. The workbooks or math books, whatever, well, these are programs that we have bought that are not disposable, but the kids use them every year, and every year you have to buy new books to go along with this program. Well, this is consumables. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Consumables that every year we're just going to have to keep on purchasing, so we voted yes on those. Unfortunately, we're a big district, and we have to spend a lot of money. The science pilot program, it's $73,000 for a first quarter. It was just to try it out. We haven't voted on getting it yet. I did ask a couple questions on that, but again, it's even if in the end, if it works out to be, let's say, like $280,000 or $80,000, we are a big district. It takes a lot of money. Now, is it worth it? That's what we're going to have to find out. We're going to have to find out if it's worth it and if the program works. So we will find out with the pilot program if it's a good science program. As I said during the meeting, I get excited when I'm happy to say when past students that were expelled, and it takes a good amount for us to expel students, believe it or not. And I'm a sucker for kids, so I always want to give them another chance. I hate expelling kids, but what I'm told is whenever they do good over the year, that the way it works is even a permanent expulsion is actually only for a year because they can reapply and all this stuff, and it works out pretty good. But they reapplied. They've been working everything out. They have parental support, which I love to see. Man, parents are, you have to get involved with your kids. Your kids are your life. They're our future. But I'm really happy to see when they've done good enough to where they can actually ask to be reinstated into our schools. And I believe both of these are actually going to be on track to graduate on time. So they've been doing all their work and everything while they were gone. That gets me excited. I appreciate that. And congratulations to those students. One thing I've been asked a lot of times, Stephanie Lang, we've had a lot of people speaking up at the meeting. Everything I'm hearing, no, they're not even considering firing her. So unless I hear that some of the parents are finally taking more action than just coming to the meetings and complaining, so unless some action is taken, I think she's going to be there, right? The majority of the board is saying yes. There's only 2 of us that say no. And, well, that's what is. So, as far as this DOJ investigation, the federal investigation, this is a sad situation because no school district should be under investigation. And I can't talk about it too much, but tell you the truth, they have the excuses flying. And I'm not sure. It sounds like there is no policy, so this can be done. And parents, the only way to be sure that your kids aren't going to get subjected to this is to pull them out of public schools. Or fight to change over these school boards. That's the only options. So, I guess last but least is we have a new superintendent. Adam Blanchard is in there, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, we're really happy because he moved the chairs around and everything else. Don't get me wrong, I like Adam. He's a nice guy. But as far as being a highly effective superintendent, we're going to have to wait and see. And you're going to have to move or do a lot more than just moving some furniture around in the boardroom to get my approval. You're going to have to start fixing things that have been corrupt, fixing things that are wrong. I think he has the abilities, he has the heart. But let's find out, will he do it? Adam, I'm really praying for you, my friend. Anyhow, this is after the meeting. If anybody sees me out there, stop and talk to me. Keep your eyes open because I might be doing another video on a couple things here in the next day or two. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. But anyhow, if anybody sees me out there, stop and talk to me. I'd love to say hello. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And just remember, a college degree does not make you intelligent.